So this is chapter 6, which is repetitive statement. Okay, so basically your assignment will be until repetitive statement. Okay, you have to implement all the topics that you have learned. Okay, all the topics that you have learned until repetitive statements in your assignment. Okay, if you see the rubric that attached with the assignment, you can see that repetitive statement is compulsory as well. Okay, so
Ada meeting ke dia?
yeah.
Dia ada meeting ke? Sekejap lagi 2.45. Lepas tu
Ha.
dah start lah dia tu. Dia suruh dia buat short session je lah.
Ya, no
Ada kelas
syuhada.
hari ni.
Saya dengar. No syuhada, saya dengar.
Macam ni dia tak gerak. Minggu lepas dia. Minggu lepas dia. Tahu lah.
No syuhada, saya dengar. No syuhada, saya dengar.
Ada tak ada madam.
Habis tu siapa yang bercakap? Saya dengar. Ya, kita nak buat short session. Okay. Okay, so what is repetitive statement? Okay, basically you will understand at the end of the chapter, you will be able to understand what is a repetitive statement. Repetitive statement that we will look at is while and for. Break continue, we will not go detail about break continue. Okay, and then after that you will implement the statement in solving your problems. Okay, so basically this is the flowchart diagram for repetitive statement. Okay, you have a condition and then let's say this one is true, so you will do this statement repetitively. Okay, repetitively until your condition is false. Okay, so your statement will be looped continuously until that statement is false. Okay, okay, so as an introduction, statements are executed sequentially. Okay, so it will do first statement, second statement, and etc. Okay, and then you need to execute the statement several times, several number of times. Okay, so that statement will be in loop. Okay, so dia akan looping lah. Okay, so this is basic idea. You have condition. Kalau this condition is true, you will do this statement and then you will loop this statement. Okay, as long as the condition is true. Okay, once the condition is false, you will get out from that looping or your loop will be halted or stop. Okay, looping awak akan stop bila condition ni false. Okay, okay, faham setakat ni kelas? Dapat idea?
Dapat.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, next. First, we going to look at while statement. Okay, while statement will repeat a statement of statements while a condition is true. Okay, selagi condition itu true, so that while statement will be looped. Okay, condition is tested before executing the loop body. Okay, so means that here we have the condition, this one lah. Okay, so how the syntax for while, it is like this. While, you have keyword while, space, expression. So expressions here means that your condition. Okay, and then followed by double dot here. Okay, and when you enter, if this expression or condition is true, okay, you will do this statement. Okay, so that's why this statement is indented. Okay, means that this statement is inside while. Okay, okay, so this is the flowchart. You have condition. If this condition is true, you will do this statement. And then awak akan loop, you will loop this statement as long as the condition is true. So when the condition is false, you will go outside the looping. So looping akan stop. That looping will be stopped. Okay, okay, this is how while. So syntax dia macam ni lah. While, space, what is your expression, double dot, and then what is the statement for that expression. Okay, for that while. Okay, okay, this is example for the while statement. you have count, you have variable, the name of variable is count, and then the initial value for that count is 0. And then you have here the while statement, while the condition is count less than 9, okay, and then followed by double dot here. So here means that as long as the count here, value of count is less than 9, you will do this statement. Okay, you will do this statement. The statement will be print the count is, and then you will print the value of count. And then you will increase the value of count by +1. Okay, and then you will loop this one, this while looping, as long as the count value still less than 9. Once count is 9 less than 9, it will come out with false. Okay, so it will stop this while and will go to this statement. Okay, you can see here this print statement is outside while, because print statement in the same line with while. So that's why this print is actually outside while. Okay, understand, guys?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so this is the flowchart for this sample, for this example. You have count equal to 0, and then you have if statement here, or you can say as an expression condition, if count, while count less than 9, if true, we do this one and we do this one, and then if false, we go outside. Okay, go outside the looping. Okay, and then we will print here. Okay, I forgot to put print here. Okay, so we will print goodbye here. Okay, okay, so let's debug. Okay, so we have this one. Let me tutup this one first. Comment out. Okay. Okay. So here we have this. We have this one. Okay. What is the output from here? Is the count is 0, the count is 1, the count is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then until 8, and then after 9, it will print goodbye. Okay. Okay, let's debug. Okay, so we have count equal to 0. Okay, so while count, our current count value is 0. 0 is less than 9. True or false? Class, is it true or false? True. So once true, okay, it is true, so it will go inside the while statement. Okay, so they go to the inside, so they akan print the count is, and then it will print the value of count. Our current value of count is 0. So that's why it will print the count is 0. Okay, so now next it will do this statement. Count equal to count, which is 0 plus 1 will be 1. Okay, so now our count is 1. So it will still do the looping. Okay, so count is 1. 1 less than 9. Yes, true. So it will do this one. The count is 1. And then next, it will increase the count value. 1 plus 1 will be 2. Okay. So it's check again with the while statement. 2 less than 9. Yes, correct. So it will do this one also. So the count is 2. Okay. Count 2 plus 1 will be 3. Okay. Dan dia buat seterusnya. Okay. Okay. And then until, okay, current 4. Okay. And then now is 5. Count is 5. And now count is 6. Okay. So now count is 7. Still less than 9. Okay. So the count is 7. Okay. Now count is 8. 8 less than 9. Yes, still true. So it will print the count is 8. Okay, you can see here. Now, count equal to count, which is 8 plus 1. 9. Okay. Okay, it will check again with the while. So our current count is 9. 9 less than 9. Is it correct? True or false?
False.
False. Okay. 9 is not less than 9, so the output is false. So once false, it will go outside the while looping. Okay, so it will go to print goodbye. Okay, okay, understand how the while looping works? Okay, class?
Okay, Doctor.
Okay. Okay, good. So now we move to the next one. Okay. We have, let's say we have here, we ask user, we want to know number of looping, okay, based on the input from user. So what we need to do is, we ask user how many loops do you want, okay. So in this case, I will put the number of looping in the variable name num loop, okay. So my while will be based on this one, count less than num loop. So as long as my count here is less than num loop, I will do this one, okay. Okay. Okay, I comment this one first. Okay, so let's say I have this one. Okay, so let's say how many loops? I said 3. Okay, so 3. So my looping will be 3 times. The count is 0, the count is 1, the count is 2. Okay? Okay, class? So means that here, my looping based on this value. Okay? As long as my count is less than this value, I will do this looping, while looping. Once the count is false here, the expression here is false, I will go outside the looping and then I will print goodbye. Okay? Okay ya class, boleh? Boleh class? Okay, good. Okay, now we move to the next one. Okay, we have this exercise before. Okay, so before this, if you still remember, sepatutnya remember lah, when we allow user to calculate the total value, the total value can be calculated one time for each run, right? Betul tak? Kita hanya boleh calculate the total sekali untuk setiap kali kita run our program. Betul tak?
Betul.
Kan? Okay. So now we don't want always need to rerun. Okay. We want to make sure that that program can be looped. Okay. So user can enter how many number of how many user can calculate how many number of total value that they wanted. Okay. So in this case, I put all this coding inside while here. Okay, this one, all this coding, before this we do this coding, right? We did this coding before, and then all this one I put in while. So you can see here, indented. Okay, indented. Okay, so I put all this one in coding in while statement. Okay, what I did is I just ask user, I have count. Okay, count is something like we want to trigger our while. We want to start our looping. So that's why I put count here. Count equal to 0. Okay. Okay. So here, I will ask user, enter number of total value to be calculated. So let's say, user said he want to calculate 3 total. So user can enter 3 times of first value and second value. Okay. So now, when I ask user how many number of total value to be calculated, that one will be stored in num total. Okay. So my while will be looped based on how many number here. Okay. 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 I show to you this coding. Okay, so I have this one. The same coding, except that I just apa tu, add while statement here. Okay. So if I run, mana ni? Sekejap ya. Unindent count plus 1 mana? Oh, this one. Okay, sekejap ya, saya clear. Okay, so now let's say I said enter number of total value. So let's say I say I want to calculate 2 total value. Okay, so here I will enter the first value for the first total. So I said 23, 45. So I will get yes, pass with C. Now I will enter the first value and second value for the second total. So let's say I put here 34, 44. So I will get yes, pass with B. Okay. So now in this case, we don't need to rerun it. Okay. We just ask user how many number to be calculated. Okay. Okay. Okay class. Let's say I delete this one. I delete this count equal to count plus 1. I delete this one. What will happen? Class, what will happen if I delete count equal to count plus 1?
Dia tak repeat.
Dia tak ada?
Loop.
Dia tak ada loop ke dia tak akan stop?
Takkan stop.
Dia takkan stop.
Yes, correct. So our looping will be not stop. Okay, because our count value remain 0. Okay, dia tak ada increment. Okay, there is no increment. So our while looping will be loop infinity. Okay, so for example, okay, I said I want to calculate 2 total value. Okay, this one is for the first total value. Okay. Okay. And then this one is for second total value. Okay. Now third total value. Fourth total value. So it never stop. Okay. Faham class? So that's why here we need some counter lah. Okay. So this count is some sort like a counter for us. Okay. Okay. Faham class?
Doktor.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so please do all the coding ni. Okay, just recode all the code here. Okay, to make sure you will understand more. Okay, so that's the while statement. Okay, now for statement. Okay, dah 2 lebih dah. Okay, for statement. For statement, it will execute a sequence of statement multiple times. Similar, it will do based on the looping as well. However, you can decide also how many times that you want to loop, okay? And then able to iterate over the times of any sequence, such as list. Contohnya, you want to do the looping based on the number of list. List ni adalah array, okay? I will explain detail about the list in another chapter. Okay. Okay. The syntax for is like this. For space iterating variable. So any variable that you want to iterate, okay, awak nak dia looping will be based on this variable. Okay. So your for looping will be based on this variable. Okay. And then followed by in sequence. What sequence is based on the size of your iterating tu lah, okay? And then followed by double dot here, okay? And then if this statement or if this looping is still inside the sequence, okay, you will do this statement. So that's why this statement is indented and inside for, okay? I will show you the example. However, basically the flowchart for is similar to the flowchart for while looping, okay? Except that it has sequence, okay? It has sequence. Okay, so you have here the condition for that sequence. So as long as your looping is still in that sequence, okay, you will do this loop. But once that that number of looping is more than that sequence, it will stop the looping. Okay, I will show you the example. Don't worry. Okay, so let's say we have this one. Example, we have one variable. The variable name is alphabet, and then this alphabet store value Python. Okay. What is the type of this value? Apa ni kelas? Integer, float,
String.
string. Okay, correct. So, in alphabet, in compiler, the string is stored like this. P, Y, H, T, O, N. Okay. The string in compiler, the string is stored like this. It is stored in the list. Okay. So, this one have their own index. 0, starting from 0. 1, 2, 3. Oh, susahnya saya nak tulis. Kejang tangan. 4, 5. Okay, faham Faham ya kelas? So, basically, your string dia simpan macam ni. The value is stored like this in a list. Okay? And then, your list dia ada index dia. 0 untuk P, 1 untuk Y, 2 untuk H, 3 untuk T, 4 untuk O, 5 untuk N. Okay? Dia simpan macam ni. Okay. So, if you want to access the value inside this list, okay, you want to retrieve or access the value, awak nak ambil value from that list, awak kena ambil dia by index, one by one. Okay, one by one. So, bila one by one macam ni, when you want to access the list one by one like this, you need to know the size of this list. Okay, so here, that's why we have this one. For index here is our variable, iterating variable. Okay, we want to iterate the for tu, guna that variable. In sequence, okay, so this one is sequence. In which sequence that we want our for to be looped is based on the size of this variable. Okay, so that's why we have here. In range, what range? The range that we need to know is Python punya ni. So, what is the variable name for this Python is alphabet. So, we have here in range alphabet. But, we don't know alphabet size. What is alphabet size? Okay. Alphabet size here is 5. Okay. 6. Sorry. 6. Because it starts from 0. So, the size is 6. But, compiler didn't know this one. So, that's why we need to use function length. Function length here means that we want to get the length of this variable alphabet. Okay. So, range is also another, is a function to get a sequence for our for looping. Okay. So, here for index is our iterating variable in range length alphabet. Range length alphabet is our sequence. Okay. And then after that, we will print current alphabet based on index. So each, let's say index 0, it will print for P. If index is 1, it will print Y. If index is 2, it will print H. And until index is 5, it will print N. Okay? Okay, class? Understand?
Doktor,
Ya.
yang alphabet tu dia boleh setting ke?
Boleh. Macam ni lah kita setting.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this is my further explanation. Okay. So we can have for index. So this is variable or iterating variable to count the sequence and automatically it start from 0. Kalau while tadi, we need count. Count equal to 0. However, in for, we automatically have the variable that starting from 0. Okay? Okay, so in range is function range, create a sequence. Okay? Sequence numbers from 0 to the last of the list. So, Function length here we use to get the how many item in the alphabet list. Okay. So because why we need to use length? Because we don't know what is the size of our alphabet. So that's why we use function length. Okay. Okay, let's debug. Kalau debug lebih nampak lah. Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, let's debug. Okay, so now we have alphabet Python. Okay, so we have our alphabet, variable name alphabet. The value is string, which is Python. Okay, if we go one by one, for index in range, what is the range? Length of alphabet. What is the length of alphabet? What is the size of alphabet class? What is the size of
5.
alphabet? 5 or 6?
6.
6, okay? It is 6. However, the index will be start from 0, okay? So, we have length 6. Okay, so now we know that our for looping will be in sequence of 6 loop. It will be looped 6 times. Okay, 6 times starting from 0 until what class? 6 or 7 or 5?
5.
5, okay? So it will start from 0 until 5, okay? So now we know that our for will be looped 6 times, okay? Okay, so we will start from 0. 0 is in the range of 6, okay? So it will print current alphabet is based on alphabet index 0, okay? So index 0 is P, okay? Okay, so P, okay, now it will increase. Index will be automatically increased by 1, okay? So now our index is 1. Current alphabet index 1. So index 1 is Y, so it will print Y. Next is 2. Okay, alphabet 2 is H. Okay, now it will move to the next index, alphabet 3. What is alphabet 3 class? What is alphabet 3?
T.
Ha?
T.
Apa?
T.
T. Okay, correct. So alphabet 3 is T. Okay. Now we move to the next one, index 4, which is alphabet 4. What is alphabet 4?
O.
A.
O. O.
Oh. Siapa jawab A?
Saya.
Ni.
Sorry.
Okey, ni tengok betul-betul. Yang ini alphabet ni variable name. Kita sekarang sedang access value dalam alphabet, iaitu Python. Okey, kita bukan access value di dalam nama variable ni. Okey, kita access value in the variable yang ini. Okey, kelas? Boleh Jangan tersilap Okey. So now O. So it will print current alphabet is O. And then 5. 5 is still in the range of 6. Okay. So our looping now is 6 times. Okay. So current alphabet done. Okay. Yang ini saya lupa nak delete lah pula. Okay. So. Kejap. Saya lupa nak delete yang kat bawah. Aduh. Hai. Okay. Okay. Again. kalau saya debug tadi. Okay, saya buat cepat-cepat ya. Okay, now we have our 4. Okay, sampai index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now index is 5. Okay, index is 5. After 5, our looping will be stopped. Okay, sebab dia sudah capai 6 times looping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, dia terus keluar from 4. It will automatically go outside 4. Okay, kelas? Faham?
Faham.
Okay, bagus. Next. Okay, this one is, okay, saya tunjuk yang ni. Let's say we have this list. Okay, let's say we have this list. Kalau tengok kat sini, when we debug, comment out. Okay, mana tadi? Ini. Okay, so let's say we have this one. When we debug, we have fruits. Okay, here, fruits is our list. Okay, we have list of fruits. Okay, and then our list of fruits is contain 3 things: banana, apple, mango. Banana, apple, mango. Okay, so in this fruit we have 3 lists. Okay, our size of fruit is 3. So when we do like